up, everybody? Welcome to the video. I'm just kind of shouting out my joggers here in the video. I got two different styles as of now, different colors as well, three different colors total. You can shop those at the second, third links in bio. I have three clothing brands. But point of this video is not that. Point of this video is to show y'all my legs and neck day. Now, leg day, focusing on aesthetics pretty much, hypertrophy, but also focusing on strength. But then also focus on health as well, and we'll be getting into those exercises later for the legs, and then also neck as well. Okay, so legs, basically aesthetic, strength, and health, and then focusing on the neck as well. Okay, so first thing we're starting out with is the Big Lebowski. Okay, the big shebang bang, the barbell deadlift. Okay, so rep ranges. Okay, first off, we're doing 3 sets. Now, generally for deadlifts, I really like to do 10 reps myself. But since I'm cutting, I'll pop the week of the cut and everything up on the screen in just a second. As I'm cutting, I've been losing strength, right, which is normal. So now my reps are essentially, for the first set I did 6, second set here I do 8, and the last set I believe I do 6 here. It's not in the notes, but I do have it the video so you can see. So essentially the 6 to 8 rep range here, and you'll see on some sets I kind of do like rest pause too. What I'm doing is just letting my grip rest for a split second at the bottom for a couple seconds, and then pulling a couple reps and doing a couple like that, just to really tax into my legs a little bit more. Now I'll pop the whole video up here explaining, talking about using deadlift and how it fatigues the forearms versus the legs versus using straps, all this kind of stuff as well. Just doing some flexing and whatnot here. Got the top off, topped off. Got the top popped off for the last set here, just to see what the physique's looking like, just so I can monitor it, as I move forward. Just document what I'm looking like, where my strength's at, and then as I keep cutting, what do I look like then? Where's my strength at? So, I always recommend you document yourself like this. It's very, very useful information to see how things are working for you in the future. So, 3 sets of the deadlifts, okay? And I'll generally recommend, like, deadlifts, you do those first for your workout, like not doing other things. Like, hit those big compounds first, essentially, okay? All right, so after hitting you kind of see here, this little rest pause, essentially. Bam, squeeze it out. Bam. And I don't go too something, that gauges how many I will do like that, because it, it really is going to affect your recovery a lot. So it depends how far out I'm in my, hold up. Got this lat spread action going on. Spread it out, baby. Spread it on the toast. Let's get a back double bicep pose. Yeah, that'll definitely never have my assets froze. So, little pose action there. Again, it's really good to see where the physique's at. But depending how my program's looking, how much I really want to tax that grip, how close my upper body is day next, that'll depend on how many partials essentially I'll do, like how many rest pauses I'll do. Now here I'm just essentially showing the quads through the joggers. That's the whole point. Let's build some let's build some jogger busting quads, right? And I'm saying in this clip too, I don't have underwear on, so essentially this is the best flexing you're going to get out of this video, right? Just seeing the quads through the joggers. Anyway, so what we're working on here are the hack squats. Now this is one of the first few times here I'm actually incorporating the hack squat into my leg day, right? And one of the main reasons is to get more volume in. Again, for the strength that I'm losing volume overall because I'm missing reps, right? So now adding in the hack squat to supplement like volume losing off of the squat day, right? And we're going very high reps here because I'm still gauging where my strength is at with this. And you see we're going with a closer stance as well, so only about a foot's width in between my feet here, because the deadlifts were decently wide, a little bit wider than shoulder width. So here, switching up the feet stance, coming in closer. And for this first set here, we got 90 pounds on the bar and 20 reps. I went all the way to 20. That's where I cut it at. I didn't know, again, what my strength is going to be at after the deadlifts. Deadlifts are also 5 minutes rest between sets. Hack squats are going to be 3 minutes rest between sets. I find for myself, 5 minutes works best for me on like a barbell back squat and deadlifts. I don't know if I said the weight either yet for deadlifts, but we went 230 pounds for the first set for 6, 205 pounds for the last 2 sets, I believe, for 8 and 6 or 8 and 7 or something like that. I have to go back and look at the video. But for the first set of hack squats, 90 pounds, 20 reps, really smoking them out. And when I'm doing my barbell deadlift day or my barbell back squat days, I'm doing less reps, right? Lower reps. So on those days, training the quads a little bit lower reps as I'm losing strength. This day, wanted to pump up the reps. And then here on the second set, still kind of gauging where I'm at, moved up to 140 pounds and got 12 reps in there. Really smoking them out. And you want to make sure you at least go to 90 degrees on these, where your quads and your shins, and the bend at your knee makes it 90 degrees. You at least want to go there. And some days I'll go even deeper, right? Just you at least want to go there though. And this essentially is a more posterior chain, meaning all the musculature on the back side of my body focus day, just for the fact that I started with deadlifts, right? Whatever exercise you start with, you're the freshest, you have the most energy, you're the strongest, so you're going to essentially progress better with that exercise, those muscles that you're using. On my barbell, my squat days, I start with squats first, more of a quad focus type day. So what we're moving on to now though is just a standing calf raise. 2 sets of these. We went with 2 sets, 245 pounds. First set, I got 20 reps. I really like to do the higher reps in the calves. And notice I really at the top, I'm really kind of pausing for a second. And I'm not pausing just to actually pause. What I'm doing is really like there I could stop, but you'll see I go to the top and then I get a little bit extra there and then a little bit extra, right? So I'm really flexing my calf as much as possible and then resisting down. You just don't want to just drop the weight down. You really want to resist it too. You're missing the most important part of the rep actually when you resist the weight down, right? And then I get a good stretch in the calf and then come right back up, okay? And then we just got another set here with the calves out. All right, from here, what we're going to do is jump into some live commentary in the workout, moving on to the, so this is basically taking care of the strength / aesthetics portion of the workout. Now we're going to be moving into the health exercises for the legs here. I will be explaining, why I'm doing them and all as I'm doing them inside the workout. So let's jump into the live commentary for that. All right, so these have been something I've been adding in because on my squats, when I get more fatigued, my knees will start buckling in a little bit. This is working these external rotators here, these abductors of the hips. That's going to make sure I can keep my strength in this here. That way when I'm driving up on the squat, I have the muscle strength there to keep my legs out, keep my knees in a safe posture there. Got this 100-pound Go Fit band from Academy Sports. You just bought a little ankle strap, wrist strap variation to go on it. This is like my 3rd or 4th workout doing this. And it's really going to work your other hip there, stabilizes as well to keep you from pulling away. Alright, same thing with the different thing, but I'm using the same 100-pound Go Fit band. Now this is going to be very good, like my knees a little bit, and one a little bit more than the other, comes down, and it slightly bows out like this, right? I'm exaggerating, it comes down, and then my legs go out. This is going to correct that. So, I'm trying to get that structural integrity, have my bones and everything sitting directly in line where my knees come straight down, then they sit directly over the top. Don't want it, and it starts because my ankle does this basically. I'm over exaggerating like that. It slightly goes in, and that's what this does. It brings my arch back up more and strengthens the outside here and pulls it up. So I'll get a lot of reps in on these. Really burn, and when I pull up, I'm squeezing my toe in and really flexing my arch as well. Really build those muscles up. It's going to burn on the inside here. Let it pull, come up, squeeze it. Let it pull across. All right, everybody, it's time to train this python of a neck here. Now, one thing I've noticed in the past when I did cut, I was a lot leaner. I felt like my neck, it wasn't too small, but I need a little bit more. And I noticed that on a lot of people, great physiques, but something just looks off, and it's their neck. A lot of times you notice if a guy's got a super small neck, I don't know, it just looks weak or something. Something about it doesn't, it's just not aesthetic either. So I've really been, I started implementing these on my, I mean, it's been a while now, but leg and neck days. I told y'all earlier, just a leg day. I meant to tell y'all it's leg and neck day. So gonna work the front, gonna work the back, then gonna work the sides. Very high reps with these. I slowly work up in the weights. You know, I'm not, the neck's a very sensitive area, so I'm very slow with the weight progressions. I go very high reps. All right, so what we're doing here now with the neck, we're gonna be doing 3 exercises, okay? 1 set each. So first set is gonna be the front of the neck, okay? 7.5 pounds, I got 24 reps, so doing very high reps here. Second exercise is going to be the back of the neck crunches, okay? Going a little bit heavier, as I feel I can do a little bit heavier weight and stay in that same rep range right now. Again, keeping these very light for now, building up slowly over time. The neck's a super sensitive area. 12.5 pounds, 24 reps as well. And then the side of the neck, these are the ones I just more so recently started. 2.5 pounds for 36 reps each side. This day I start on the left first. So therefore, next day I will start on my right first. I always suggest you doing that. Especially on the back, you never want to completely roll your head all the way back like you're looking completely up. I feel like, you know, that puts too much of a crink in the neck. You want to always, you know, come back right there. If that's fully neck flexed all the way up, you come back right there. So down, right there. You don't flex it all the way up. Puts a lot of tension right there on the actual, you know, neck bones, essentially the top of the vertebrae, and that's not what we want. We want to work in the muscles. Just like when you squat, you don't lock all the way out, or any exercise, you always leave a little bit of gap there to keep the tension on the muscles. Last thing I want to say is what I did before I got at the gym. This is the last thing here, but I did all my leg day / lower body stretches, just all my leg stretches with my lower back included, and then I also did my neck stretches as well. 3 sets of each stretch for 30 seconds each, and I'll pop the whole stretching routine up as well. And I do have a whole video of this as well. That's a full raw workout video, so it's just the full workout, you know, no edits, nothing moving fast, no cuts, just full raw in the gym. Thank y'all for watching. Give it a try. Take care.